Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 19th, 20th, 21, and 22nd. That's Monday through Thursday. Now, this is a general reading, so you know I'm going to be using, of course, my Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I'll pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now we are coming to the end of Cancer season, and we will be entering into Leo season. So you'll see there's what I call the long readings, and that'll be from July 22nd to August 22nd. Please take a look at those. I've also posted in the community page, and I'm doing this in the descriptions too, so they should be popping up with this, how to navigate through the readings. I do 2 readings a week. They're what I call the short readings. Once a month, right before the new season is coming, I do the long readings. So please take a look at that. Now, a couple of things. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just to let the message out. No filters, or at least try not to filter too much with my own interpretation, maybe? Let's put it that way. We do have some interesting energies that are going on. Leo season has a lot of bizarre stuff going on. So, and we've got the 2 full moons in Aquarius, which I think is extremely unusual. I really didn't research it, but it is, to me, I think that's an unusuality. And then there's other things going on too. So take a look at the longer readings. That will be, I talk about that part in the introduction. Also too, we do have some word on solar storms happening. So, if you're having headaches, if you're feeling a little nauseated, if you just have this sense of something unusual happening, a lot of this energy is going on right now. Now, any of the cards that are reversed usually mean stronger message. Please take a look at that. And the court cards do have different types of energies to them also besides what's being shown. I talk about that if they come up. Let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we are going to do a couple of cards, just the overlying energy, and this is with the Waite Rider traditional tarot. Okay, so let's see what we have going on. And this could be very personal to you, but this is very much an overview in kind of the world type of energies. And we do have some very bizarre things going on. The solar storms, I do think that they're affecting people not necessarily positively, and we know that that's going on. So this is one of the reasons. When the people that comment to me, we have a little bit of a communication going on, and I feel that you were brought here for a reason. And I think the main reason is that we can encourage each other to keep our vibrations high. There's a lot of low vibration people, energies out there, and we need to help to counter it. So just know that. That's kind of like we're on a mission. We're on a mission. So let's see what we might have. And let's see, we're going to pull 3 cards from the Waite Rider or the Rider deck. Sometimes it goes by that. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we might have. Make them pretty. Okay, I don't know if these are reversed or not, so we'll just flip them. First card. Okay, so now this is the one that people say, can you put this back in the deck? Okay, this is reversed. This is a 3 of Swords. And also, too, remember, numbers have meanings. Numbers are very, very strong. I just give you a little peek into the numbers. But numbers is a way of communication from the angelic force, the angelic realm. Okay, so when I tell you to go and take a look at these numbers what I'm saying is, you can meditate, pray over the numbers, and sometimes the energies will, sometimes the messages can come, but sometimes it's really easy to just go to the internet, type in the numbers, and put angelic meanings or what do these numbers mean? And then read read the pop-up, do the search engine, read what pops up, and see what really, really resonates with you. So three has a lot of interesting energy too. So there is the power of three. When you do something 3 times, say something 3 times, have 2 other people with you in agreement. Very strong energy there. Also Trinity energy. Also creativity energy. So this is, and what is creativity? Creativity is, the birth of a new idea, the birth of a new venture. So here we have the 3 of Swords. And like I said, this is the one that people generally like you to just kind of put back in the deck and let's just not think about this. The 3 of Swords is an interesting one. Swords is air energy. It is our Gemini, our Libra. It's also our Aquarius energy, and we do have those, those full moons coming up. So, this is our thoughts, our plans, hearing news also. So if you look at this, there's the storm clouds behind it, but yet it is not necessarily raining on top of it. So something is behind us. Something is behind us. The other thing about the swords, if you look, it is in a heart. So this is something that is hurtful. This is something that has basically something that we did not want to really deal with or want to deal with even now. But if you look at this, if you had 3 swords sticking in your heart and these were current, you would be, excuse me, a bloody mess, okay? These are usually older wounds that you are not necessarily dealing with or facing in the present. So this is when I tell you that this is when higher power, and I'll talk about higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is to you, the source, that's personal for you, okay? Okay. So it's kind of saying that this is a weight that you are still carrying with you. So so if we're doing this for an overview of the world, this is a weight that continues, and we're just darn old tired of it. This is some energies that are kind of like, it is time for us to push them off. It is time for us to start healing. It is time. So this is kind of that energy. This is not current, but it's still current because we carry it with us. Okay? Okay. So something is, to me, this is something that we're going to have to possibly address in the world. This is world energy. So we're going to have to address this. Possibly, it will come up more and more this week, this Monday through Thursday. Now, granted, energies don't shift. I mean, they don't shift quickly, unless it's Mercury. But anyway, but a lot of times with the energies, they transition. So sometimes the transition can be actually quick. I shouldn't have said they don't. Sometimes it can be quick, but a lot of times they move. That's why when we do our readings, sometimes it's a continuation. Many times it's a continuation of the week before and the week before. But this is something that we might be even recognizing. Like I said, the storm clouds are behind us. Even though it's raining, they are behind us. They are not falling upon us, okay? But it is something that the world needs to kind of move on from. Let's see what the next card is. The King of Swords. Now, I told you that the court cards have underlying energy. So the King's underlying energy is swords. And this is the King of Swords. We talked about what this is. Now, this is someone that has seen and done everything. This is considered, the King of Swords is actually considered the oldest of all the tarot cards, of all the tarot messages. And this is a masculine energy. We all have feminine and masculine energies in us, to some degree. But the King of Swords uses his wisdom. He has seen everything. He has learned a lot. He is very, very objective. The thing is, he's also, I like to think of him as very laser focused, okay? Very much, but yet not necessarily so focused that he doesn't see the other parts of what's going on, but he's able to remove a lot of the noise, a lot of the emotions, and just get down to the facts. Get down to what truly, truly is what matters. A lot of times because we are emotional spirits, I like to think of ourselves as not necessarily bodies with spirits, but spirits with bodies. Okay? So we do have that emotion. We do have a lot of caring. A lot of time our caring clouds our objectivity. So this is about being objective. This is about looking at things very clearly and moving away the emotions. Now, we can be kind, we can be caring, but the King of Swords is very much, this is what needs to be done, very objective energy. Next card. Okay, and that is reversed. So here we have an 8. 8 has unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities, but this is also strength. This is, this is that we have this, part of this is two messages. This is a twofold message. One is we will need strength. The other is we do have the strength. And part of that is us all together raising those vibrations, connecting with our source, connecting with our higher power to continue to keep us strong through this time. But there is also this gentleness. There is also this kindness. So to me, there is some things, we've got a lot of that sword energy. There's some things that have to move on. There's some things that there's some things the world has to move on from. There's some things that the world has to, basically see clearer than what the world is necessarily demonstrating or seeing. There's too much. There is more emotion, so there is a time for clarity coming. And this is about strength. So this would just be, we need to keep on our path. We need to be connecting however we connect and whoever we connect with. Okay? So, and we just need to stay strong during this week. Again, we are entering into Leo season. It's got some wonderfully positive energy, and it's got some just old kind of wonky energy. I know that's my term. We have some wonky energy coming up in Leo season. Okay, so why don't we start our readings? Hello, my Capricorns. How are you? I have so many wonderful Capricorns that watch. Thank you so much for all your support. And I have a lot of family and friends that are also Capricorns. So let's see what we have going on for the week. Now, a couple things. Cards already flying. Ooh, you love beautiful things around you. I like that. Anyway, couple of things. I didn't mention in the beginning. Please, again, if I didn't mention this, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. There's been a lot of blocks to our channel, so let's move them away. Let's blow their doors off. So please, thank you. Another thing, we are coming up to that full moon, and while the new moon to the full moon is about requesting, that full moon is about release, relinquishing, and requesting. Also, too, make sure you watch Capricorn July 22nd to August 22nd. Big stuff happening. Leo season's got a lot of things working through it. So here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Your first card comes up. It's the Queen of Ariel. Queen of Ariel. Now, Ariel is your energy. It's also Taurus. It's also Virgo. A lot of things solid, a lot of things, what you make of it. It's also your job, your work, your career, your money situation. The Queen underlying energy, and yes, it has a lot of feminine energy, which we all have feminine and masculine energy, so we'll just get beyond that. The Queen of Energies underneath is basically, it is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is emotional. It is fluid. It cares deeply. However, the Ariel, though, is your earth energy. And this is like, yes, I care deeply, but I need to make the right decisions for the family. I need to make the right decision for my future, my retirement. I need to make the right decisions to make my life and the life that I care about and the lives of those I care about better. Okay? So sometimes I'm and again, I can get different feelings every time I see the Queen of Ariel. Sometimes the Queen of Ariel has to make some hard decisions. Sometimes the Queen of Ariel has to be kind of a hard butt, okay? Has to kind of say, no, this is how this has to go. This is how this has to happen. But it is, the Queen of Ariel is saying you're always doing this for the greater good. The greater good. Now, greater good of your job, your career, your work, greater good of your family, your home, greater good of your relations, your intimate personal relationships. Yes. So the Queen of Ariel is focusing on the greater good. Okay. I know. Now we'll read this and it's like, oh my gosh, what did that even mean, Deb? Okay. Mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. And again, too, The whole, the spirit has been working very strongly. So please make sure you watch the intro at least one time too, because that's when, yeah, you're working for the greater good here. Next card. The Six of Gabriel. So you're going to be very successful doing this. You are on the pathway to doing this. You are going where you need to go with doing this. The six is the number of man. It is the energies you put into something. Gabriel is our Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. It is our fire energy. It is passionate, burning, very determined. This is about victory. This is about achieving what you're setting out for. So there is some major things, and I guess the thing too is with the Queen of Ariel, let's think of the Queen of Ariel as doing something high level with high level vibrations, high level energies. Maybe even ascension type of energies here too. But the Six of Gabriel is riding into victory, is saying, is basically getting recognized for that victory also. Okay, congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. Again, my Capricorns, make sure you update your resumes. Make sure that preparation to meet opportunity, definition of luck, because what you want and what there's a lot of preparation happening again this week too for you. Next card, the King of Raphael. Now, the King's underlying energy, we go back to the intro, is swords. Raphael is water. I talked about water. Now, the King of Raphael is, again, masculine energy, but has a lot of emotional growth, has a lot of, what do they call it, emotional quotient, right? Quotient, EQ. So basically, the King of Raphael has the wisdom of the swords, has the wisdom of that air energy, but also knows what to do with this on a more emotional level. Now, so there's a really good, it's that mind and the heart balance. There's a mind and heart balance. Now, the King of Raphael also brings in a little bit of the gut too, the gut energy, because it's Raphael water. Water has a lot of intuition. So we have the gut, we have the heart, we have the mind, all working together to know what the greater good is. Again, there's a lot of greater good for this energy for you, and it's kind of like you might be called in to talk about the greater good. You might be called in to talk about your greater good or something with the people that are around you too. So it's all about the greater good for you this week, I think. Okay, I feel. Now, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Let me know what this is about. Anyway, yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So that's in itself is interesting too, because it's like, again, I keep getting the greater good with this, but it's okay for you to have a little bit of fun with that. It's okay for you to enjoy your journey, because my Capricorn, sometimes you get a little bit too serious and you get too focused. So it's like, yes, stop and smell the flowers. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's see one more card. And here we are. Reversed, the King of Fire. So now, fire energy. We've talked about fire energy. We've talked about the air energy in the introduction. The King of Fire sees the big picture. The King of Fire sees and knows what, kind of says, okay, this is bigger than me. This isn't just about me. This is a bigger picture. The King of Fire also says, I'm not necessarily going to work on those little things. This is big picture. This is high level. This is higher energy type of energy, for a type of, I don't know, whatever you want to say going on for you, my Capricorn. So this could be one of those pivotal times in your life. This could be one of those pivotal moments that the universe brings to you. I do want to know what this is about, because I'm nosy. But it does feel like there could be a lot of achievement here for you too. And the greater good could be to just provide food on the table, to provide a shelter over your head. That is still okay. It's on that higher level. It's what is the greater good. Okay, let's read this. Motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. advice from someone creative. So you might, I do kind of feel like you might have your advisors, you might have, but you're paying attention. You will actually be the one to make those decisions. You will be the one to say, this is the direction we need to go. But, but the nice thing I'm feeling is that you're not keeping people from providing you with their points of view. The neat thing about it is, though, you're not necessarily being distracted by it. And I think that's where the King of Raphael is. You're actually able to see there's something about, it's like you're able to identify, discern when they're doing this for their own self-interest. Okay, so there is, because that is popping really strong, that, not everybody has the greater good in mind. And the thing is, I do think that you'll be able to see that or discern that. You'll be able to discern that. And again, that has that gut energy. Okay, and it could also be what you know too, because maybe that's a person that's known to do this. I don't know, but I feel very much the gut. So crystal or energy for my Capricorns. Here we go. Moldavite. Oh, I do love my Moldavite. I do. Little piece, expensive stuff. I had a little piece. I got it from Amazon. It was like $36, $37, and that was almost 9 months ago. But has a really good energy. So, healing, protection, telepathy, connection. So, interesting stuff. It has a lot of vibrations to it, and I'm not necessarily a crystal whisperer, but I go, oh, pretty, I like this, I think I want this. So maybe in some ways, but I just don't know why I want it. But Moldavite was one of those, ooh, pretty, I want this. Okay. Anyway, my Capricorns, remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Let's move some of that energy around a little bit. As always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.